Good morning. My name is Natalie.
And I am Shelia.
As always, thank you for joining us for this week's SITREP. Before we introduce our guest for this week, Shelia and I will talk a little bit about the Veterans One Stop and Military Veteran Peer Network. So as you know, for MVPN, we provide peer support services. I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening. Peer support services, which include one-on-one peer support and peer support groups. Currently, we have Haven, which stands for Harassment, Assault, Violence Ends Now for anyone who's experienced any sexual harassment or sexual trauma. We have Pathfinders, which is for veterans and service members. We have the other side for dependents and family members. We have Written Memories, which is our journaling, and Yarnaholics, which is our crochet group. Right? That's it. Okay. Okay, my bad.
It's a Monday for us. Good.
Additionally, we also provide community resource assistance. So if you're in need of any type of assistance, whether that be employment, filing for disability, housing, rental and utility, anything, contact us and we can assist you. We also provide suicide prevention and awareness trainings. Right now, we do SAFE training, which is in collaboration with the VA, CALM, which is Counseling on Access to Lethal Means, Ask About Suicide to Save a Life, and Youth and Adult Mental Health First Aid. And then we also do our military cultural competency for anyone just wanting to know a little bit more about working with the military community and all that good stuff. So now I'll turn it over to Shelia.
Thank you. So yes, with the Veterans One Stop Center, they do free counseling services for veterans, service members, and their families. It does not matter your discharge status. They're going to go ahead and get you taken care of. We also service the Las Cruces and Alamogordo area. So you're definitely welcome to come see us. We typically get people in within a week. We also have some other agencies housed with us. We have an education department. We have Western Governors University and Grand Canyon University. We also have Texas Veterans Commission Claims Department. So if you're trying to start a claim or you have questions about your claim, they can get you taken care of. And then, of course, we're housed here with the Military Veteran Peer Network. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our guest for today. You might recognize her from last week, but she's here on behalf of another organization, the VAAC, and she is the chairwoman. I don't want to say what VAAC stands for because I always mess it up. So I'm going to go ahead and let you explain all that. Thank you for being with us.
Of course. Good morning. I'm Melissa Harcrow. I'm the chair of the Veterans Affairs Advisory Committee, or also known as VAAC. And I just wanted to inform the public that we exist. I don't think very many people do know about the VAAC. So our purpose is to serve as a source of information for veterans and military and their families. We review and strengthen veteran programs and services, stimulate public awareness, and we report on the status of the veteran population to the mayor and council about every 6 months. And we have a meeting every third Thursday of the month at 10 a.m. This month is the first month that we're actually going to be in person, but anybody can come in person, or you can watch online. There's we're put out on YouTube on the city, I think it's the City One channel, and also I'm so sorry, there's another form, but those are two forms that you can watch our meetings. And right now the VAAC, the members serve 4-year terms, and we're each appointed by the respected city representatives. So you have 9 members total. So you have the mayor's appointee and then one for each of the city districts 1 through 8. And right now we have 3 subcommittees. We have the employment subcommittee. Let me get that up for you. We have the mental health subcommittee, which we just established last month, and we have the homelessness subcommittee, and each one of them focuses on those areas, of course, but obviously that's not all that we focus on. So we try to encourage each other to go and be out in the public, be out at these veterans events, get to know the community, get to listen and hear what's out there. And all of our goals within each subcommittee aligns with the goals of the city. So for example, we have goal 1.6, which coordinates with cultivating an environment conducive to strong, sustainable economic development. So what would that mean for us? Well, maybe helping businesses become one of those that are designated as we hire vets businesses, so that we can help with that economic development and sustainment. So that's just an example. Again, there's 9 of us, and we're really here for veterans, military, community. It doesn't matter if you're what your discharge is. We are here to advise the city, and at our meetings, we also invite people to come speak. So we've had, for example, the Boys and Girls Club come and speak. We've had the Armed Services YMCA come and speak. So we're trying to put out those resources and information out to the public. Next month, our meeting is going to be May 18th at 10 a.m. And we have Mr. Ruben Gonzalez, the county tax assessor, coming to speak. And he's going to inform the public on the disabled veteran plates. There's some legislation that's being pushed, and he's going to let us know what's going on with that. And pending your questions, that's all I have.
All right, so you kind of explained it, but I want to make sure I'm understanding. So
Okay.
if a veteran is having an issue in a particular area, let's say housing, homelessness, and they've gone to agencies and they're not getting no assistance or whatever. So if they do bring it to the VAAC's attention, is it just that you'll take his grievances and bring it up to the mayor, or is it something actually that the VAAC can do to get him squared away? Does that make sense?
So, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I want to make sure my question makes sense.
Right. So we're mainly in an advisory position. But if I come across someone with that problem, for example, I'm going to try to find out, and I'll reach out to the El Paso Coalition, or I'll reach out to Mr. Paul Albright, who's the chief military officer for the city. He might know a way we can help them. So we try to do our best to help them in the meantime, but maybe it might be an issue that that veteran or their family member is having that could be something we haven't noticed or seen before or never even brought up. For example, some of them can't even get into hotels because they don't have any kind of identification. Well, how do we get that going for them? So that's just one example. Another thing is, for example, we've noticed women veterans have become the fastest growing subpopulation of homeless veterans. Why is that? What can we do? How can we get on top of that? So that's something we'll bring up to the city, and mayor and council will reach out to us if there's anything else that they need to know or what they can do. So I hope that clears the answers. It's more of an advisory position, but in the meantime, we definitely try to help as much as possible internally.
And then my other question, because I know we have the VAB and she was on a couple weeks ago, and then we have the VAC. So what exactly is the difference? Because I know a lot of people are sometimes confused. I know obviously one's county, one's city, but other than that, what is the difference between the two?
So I would say the difference, besides that one is county, one is city, is we have more members, but we are not required to be appointed. The appointees are not required to live in that district. So for example, I don't live in District 8, but I'm appointed by District 8. So I think that's one thing, which I think is good because it allows other veterans who want to join the VAAC, and we really need to fill that position, and allows us to do that. I believe the VAB is also in an advisory position, but I think they may have a little more pull with some things because they have that direct contact with the county judge and with their commissioners. So I don't think there's a huge difference. It's just a matter of the form of government, and the VAB only has, I believe, 4 or 5 members, and we have 9.
Okay. Oh, you have any questions? That's it. Thank you for clarifying that. And I mean, briefing on the VAC. I think a lot of people kind of sleep on it and don't realize how crucial the VAAC can be for them, you know what I'm saying, as far as getting the veterans' voice heard. So thank you for coming on and briefing and letting us know exactly what you're about.
Yes, and I would like to also add the City of El Paso's website. I was trying to get the actual web address, but if you go to elpasotexas.gov, and let's see, you should be able to click on veterans resources. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Departments, I think it is. Okay, I'll just say this. You can Google City of El Paso veteran and military affairs. And that website goes a little bit more into the chief military officer and the city's veteran and military affairs program. And it also shows our bylaws. It shows our 5-year strategic plan. It shows, I believe, the last 2 briefs to council that we've done. And there's also a resource page there. So probably every single veteran service organization that's out there and every single form of resource like the TVC or MVPN is on there as well. And feel free to look through it. If there's something you don't see, let us know. We'll get it added. We really encourage the public to do call to the public, because we do have that for our meetings. And let us know if there's something you see out there we may have missed. Let us know, and we'll work on that and let city council and the mayor know about it and work our way through it.
I do have one more question. I know you said you're going in person, so will the meetings be hybrid, or would it be strictly in person, and then they can see the session recorded on YouTube or whatever?
So it'll still be recorded and it'll be put into YouTube. I myself am going to be in the hybrid format because of my job, so I won't be in person, but it will be available live and afterwards online.
All right.
And I believe even before the pandemic, it was as well. It was available online.
Okay. All right. That's all we have.
Oh,
go
one
ahead.
more thing. So our meetings are at council chambers at 300 North Campbell.
Let me write that down. It's at 300 North Campbell.
Yes.
In the chambers? What'd you say?
Yes, council chambers.
Chambers. And it's the 3rd Thursday of the month.
Yes, at 10 a.m.
Okay, now that's all I have for you.
Yeah, I think me too.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us again. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for letting me use this platform to put out the information.
Of course. And if you think of anything else, just hit us up and we'll have you on again.
Thank you. You probably will.
All right. Well, you take care.
Thank you too. Bye-bye.